So first up, alphabetically, is the Annihilator Trench. So first, I've broken down the ranking into three different categories. The first is time to kill slash damage. So point blank, the time to kill is 0.217 seconds, so about just over 2/10 of a second. Basically much faster than anyone can react, especially if their ping is notable at all. Like if your ping is 100, then basically that time to kill would seem instantaneous to you. It is a BF1 PowerPoint, Oblamast, yes. So then, good to see ya. Then it has a 4-hit kill under 12 meters. So anything under 12 meters, you're getting close to that 200 millisecond time to kill, roughly. And it also has a higher damage under 12 meters. It has 30 damage point blank, which allows for if you hit headshots, it does over 50 damage with a headshot. So you can get a 2-hit kill headshot in less than 100 milliseconds,
Never knew
or
that.
a 3-hit kill with one headshot in 145 milliseconds. I'm going to be playing Battlefield 1 in a little bit, Mr. Axe. I'll probably play Ops, but we'll see. So this ranking is sort of meant to encompass all game modes. So you'll see this is the time to kill slash damage. In terms of ease of use, that's sort of a conglomeration of factors, including like recoil, ammo capacity, and other stat characteristics of the gun. Then let's see. So ease of use, I have it set at 6 out of 10. So time to kill is 9 out of 10 for the Annihilator Trench. It's one of the very fastest time to kill guns. The only one faster is the machine and pistol, and that's only 200. That's 200 milliseconds, so only 17 milliseconds faster, and it's slower damage. So as far as the ease of use, I'd say 6 out of 10 for the Annihilator. I mean, the hip fire is really good. It does have a fast time to kill. The damage at close range makes it a bit more forgiving of like arm shots. You can shoot them in the arm and it'll still get kills. It also the high rate of fire makes it relatively easy to use. The cons, obviously ammo capacity and ammo management. Only 20 rounds in the magazine. Super high recoil. And there's it's difficult ammo management because of the reload. It has about a 3-second reload when you leave a shot, and it's a bit over 3.5 seconds if you empty it. So you really have to leave one round in the magazine, and that's very hard to do when it's firing at that fire rate. Yeah, that's fine. Jackaway would like an invite, Gecko. If you wouldn't mind inviting him, that'd be great. So now versatility is the third factor. It's the third and final factor I'm considering on these. Versatility I've meant to encompass both versatility at various ranges, but also versatility across different game modes. So it's meant to encompass, so in a 12v12 game mode, a TDM game mode, you just don't have as many enemies that you can encounter at a given time. And they're spread over a fairly large... I mean, the maps are small, but they're really about the size of a sector in operations, and that's a 32-on-32 game mode. So the density of players could, depending on where you're at and like the importance of the space, the density of players in operations can be 3 times as high. So that's something you have to factor in for versatility. So the Annihilator, ease of use, it suffers in ease of use and versatility. It's great at close range. It's good at medium range if you burn the whole mag. If you can hip fire, you can hip fire it pretty good at like 30 meters and probably kill one guy. But you're going to be hindered by that low ammo. And it's useless at long range. Anything much over 30 meters, you're just not going to hit shots. It's not ideal for large game modes like operations. You just don't have enough bullets to kill a group of 8 people. You can kill... I mean, if you shoot perfectly, if you hit 4 shots, and then, I mean, I guess you can kill up to 5 guys, but that's very difficult. As far as where it gets extra marks in versatility, is that I think this gun is completely dominant in the 12v12 game modes. I think it's arguably the best gun. Is probably the meta gun for TDM domination and you know any of those small game modes for the assault class. And especially on maps that favor a close range playstyle. I think you can make an argument for some of the more accurate or more high capacity guns on like longer range or more open maps in those 12v12 game modes. But across the vast majority of maps, this is one of the best. This is one of the best assault guns you can pick for the smaller game modes. So with that, I'm giving the combined score is 21 out of 30, and that's going to place it at an A on the tier list. So the way I conceptualize the tier list, there's a few things. The way I like to think of it, I think the S guns, that's a gun that makes any player a better player if they're using it, right? Like, I'm going to run assault. Well, if you're using this gun, it's going to make everybody a better player is the idea, pretty much no matter what the situation is. A tier gun is a gun that's like meta in given game modes or given situations pretty often, and is normally a viable option in any game mode, or at most situations, right? So I think if you're a decent player and if you can get the ammo management part down, I think the Annihilator is a pretty good option. So I don't know if you guys have questions or input in the party chat. There's really, like, without seeing my other comparisons, like, to other guns, there's really not much to offer. There's not really not much to offer. Do you guys have any thoughts?
So I was gonna say, like,
I'll go back to the previous screen to show you. I'm gonna go back to the previous screen so you can see the breakdown and how I did that.
Is this like a video or something? Oh,
Yeah,
I'm just being quiet. I didn't know what's happening.
Yeah.
So.
I'm streaming right now. So yeah, if you pull up the stream, I have a PowerPoint going.
When it comes to the Annihilator, I personally don't think, like, if you were like, I'm gonna tell this, like, level 1 player, you should try the Annihilator. It's a really good gun. I think they would fail with it pretty miserably.
Because of the recoil, just fucking bangs.
It kicks like a horse, so it's really hard to manage at first.
Yeah, you've got to hip fire it, I think. It's one of my favorite guns to use, Mal. This is one of the guns I have 100 stars with. I have 10,000 kills with this one. I am a fan.
It's like a Tommy gun. You always have to use hip fire on it.
It's literally a Tommy gun.
I
Yeah.
have
It is a Tommy gun. But yeah,
I'm going through the top 10 Jackaboy right now, just the top 10 assault guns that I think are top 10 or ones that I placed up there on the tier ranking. So I'll add more to the tier ranking later, and maybe I'll have to revise what I think the top 10 are, right? But I think it's got, just because of, here, Avlavest is, all right, second